A full investigation is now underway at Hillsong Church in New York City following the firing of former pastor Carl Lentz and his affair that he had. We're going to get into all the details, guys. Before I go any further, if you enjoy the daily content I put out for you guys here on YouTube and you'd like to help support what I do, people often ask me, what can I do to help you out? You know, with all the YouTube censorship and suppression, you guys can really help me out over on Patreon, where you could sign up as little as $5 a month. Patreon.com/conservativetruth. That link in the description also gets you access to over 25 exclusive podcasts where I talk more about sensitive information. You get the alerts for anything that goes out on a Patreon. Unlike YouTube, you're not going to be notified of all the videos that I put out, even if you have that bell selected, because YouTube doesn't like me, but I know you guys do like me. So when you get done watching me here, browse back and check what you've missed. Please like this video, share it, hit the bell, subscribe, and wear the glasses because I'm blind. So let's talk about Hillsong NYC. It was just last week that the former pastor Carl Lentz, well, he was fired. This was announced by the senior pastor and founder of Hillsong, Brian Houston, originally saying that this was due to moral failure, but then we later found out days later, in fact, it was actually just the next day, that Carl Lentz came out and admitted that he had an affair, that he cheated on his wife. Not surprised here being Hillsong, you know, the worldly environment that they embrace. I mean, come on, let's face it. This is a church that was not about really truly bringing out, you know, real holiness, the presence of God, the Holy Spirit in their church. They cared more about appeasing the world and attracting celebrities. And that's a history that Carl Lentz had. Now, it was also a few days after that a woman came forward, a Muslim woman came forward and admitted to being the woman that Lentz was in the affair with, saying that the relationship that they had lasted 5 months, and that she didn't know that he was a pastor. He lied to her, said that he was a sports agent, and then wouldn't even give her his last name because he didn't want her to be able to look him up. I mean, all kinds of shady stuff going on here. That came out, and now Brian Houston announcing that the church will be under a full investigation to see the inner workings of Hillsong NYC, to see what's been going on here, because here's the thing. It was reported that this was not the first time that people were trying to get to the bottom of, all these alleged, sexual things going on in the church. I mean, many people brought this to the church's attention back in 2017. And what did they do? They said, oh, you're just spreading gossip and misinformation, because Hillsong was obviously trying to cover things up. So now the investigation is underway. And look, Brian Houston could have done something about this years ago. He chose not to. But now, because this is coming out, this is now in the spotlight, all of a sudden now they care. Now they want to get into the details of what's happening there, because Houston said he wants a fresh start for Hillsong NYC. He wants a new beginning for them, a new chapter. But here's the real question. Can they be saved? Can this church even be saved? Or should it, at this point, should you just take the Hillsong brand out of there altogether? I've never been a fan of the Hillsong churches in general. I mean, they're all over the world. But I really just don't believe that this, type of church, it does not attract, true believers. You care more about the celebrity, but you don't bring the presence of God into those churches. You don't preach about sin. You engage in the lifestyle of those who indulge in the things of this world. Remember, Satan tempted Jesus with the things of the world. He said, I will give you all the kingdoms of the earth. They can all be yours if you just follow me. Just jump here and your angels will catch you. Everything. It's deception, ladies and gentlemen. And unfortunately, churches are not excluded from that. But those are just my thoughts. What do you guys think? Let me know down below in the comment section. Everything going on here with Hillsong. Do you agree with the investigation? Should they just be shut down at this point? Let me know. Thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. I'll be back with more. You guys take care. Please be safe out there. God bless each and every single one of you, and I'll talk with you soon.